Why is Batman called the Dark Knight? It's me. Welcome to my channel. And today we're answering the question, why is Batman called the Dark Knight? The Dark Knight is a comic book superhero who first appeared in Detective Comics number 27 in May of 1939, created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. The character is a fictional superhero, and the stories usually revolve around him and his war on crime in the fictional city of Gotham. Superhero's secret identity is Bruce Wayne, a wealthy industrialist and playboy. After witnessing the murder of his parents as a child, he vowed to avenge their deaths and spent years training himself to become the ultimate agent of vengeance, now operating out of his headquarters known as the Batcave. He uses a combination of his intellect, detective skills, and an arsenal of high-tech gadgets and vehicles to fight crime. He is also known for his iconic appearance, including his cape and cowl, which have become a recognizable symbol of justice and fear among criminals. But why is he called the Dark Knight? Well, there are a few different theories. The most popular one is that it was a direct reference to Batman's dark costume. After all, he's not exactly known for being a bright and bubbly character. In fact, he's known for being brooding, scary even. So when people started hearing the term Dark Knight, they thought of Batman immediately. However, that might not actually be the case. You see, when Batman first appeared, he didn't actually wear a cape. It was only a few months later that the cape was added to the mix. So if the Dark Knight moniker was indeed a reference to Batman's dark costume, then it would make sense that the name came along a little bit after the cape did. But this isn't actually the case either. The first time Batman was ever referred to as the Dark Knight was in Detective Comics number 68, which came out in June of 1943, more than 4 years after the character's debut and 5 years before he even wore a cape. So what's the real reason behind the name? Well, it's actually quite simple. The name comes from a line in a poem written by English poet and playwright Christopher Marlowe. In the poem, the speaker describes how the sun has set, and now all is dark, and how the moon and stars are hidden. Then the speaker says, "The night is my kingdom where I am an absolute monarch." So Batman, who operates at night, is the Dark Knight. Now, of course, there's also the fact that Batman's costume is black, which reinforces the whole dark thing. But the real reason is actually pretty simple. Batman is the Dark Knight because he rules the night. And that's why. This has been your host. And until next time, stay safe out there, nerds.